was absolutely triumphant for the America First movement. It was the total and complete deconstruction of the machine, and the establishment are panicking, and we will go through the results today. It is such joy. It is such sweet, delicious, salty tears that have flavored my black coffee this morning. They just taste so delicious. The algorithm is now done, and Trump broke it. The MAGA movement broke it. America First broke the algorithm. Let's talk about what happened last night. First and foremost, Kerry Lake. You know Kerry Lake? Kerry Lake is the governor's candidate in Arizona. She is the America First candidate in Arizona. She declared victory late last night. There were a lot of shenanigans going on in Arizona, a lot of nonsense going on in Arizona. We have been following this closely. Of course, we work very closely with a lot of people who live in Arizona. Charlie Kirk is one of them. Tyler Boyer is one of them. The whole Turning Point crew is there in Arizona. They were covering this and did an excellent job last night. There were shenanigans going on, but Kerry Lake has declared victory, and multiple polling entities have said Kerry Lake will win this one. It's razor close between Kerry Lake and an establishment candidate. Here's what Kerry Lake said last night.
We are America First. We have a movement in Arizona unlike anything they've ever seen before. And we have God on our side.
So Kerry Lake declared victory, and multiple polling entities have declared victory on behalf of Kerry Lake, saying that she will be the nominee. Again, $30+ million was spent against Kerry Lake in the Republican primary. This is the old John McCain machine. This is the old GOP primary machine inside of Arizona. The John McCain Chamber of Commerce machine is there to destroy America First candidates and to get John McCain-style candidates elected. Their governor, Doug Ducey, is leaving office. He himself is a McCain apparatchik. This is the destruction of the machine. Learn the language, the destruction of the machine, the breaking of the algorithm. This isn't supposed to happen. This is what it looked like on CNN when they were talking about the outstanding victory for Kerry Lake. Kerry Lake only spent $3 million in this race, and her opponent spent $30 million. $30 million. Her opponent is a billionaire from out of state, a squishy rhino Republican. She's an old rich lady who wants to run and wants to continue on the John McCain machine, which is on life support now. Here's what CNN had to say.
This is a Trump-Pence divide here. Where are we, if we're looking through, if we want to call it, the Republican establishment versus the Trumpy candidates, as we get deeper into the primary season? Who's winning?
Well, so far, Trump's winning.
You know we're going to toss a meme in there. Blake Masters also won. Blake Masters is a Trump-endorsed candidate there in Arizona. He just absolutely crushed the competition. He just walked away with it. I think the margin is like 80,000 votes for the first-time candidate, Blake Masters, who's an absolute pro and who, we are massive fans on the show. Blake Masters, 39% to 28% for Jim Lamont. That is the Blake Masters absolute slaughterhouse there in Arizona. Here was his reaction at his election night party.
I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying late. Thank you for your hard work and through your support for making me your Republican nominee for the United States Senate. Thank you.
So Blake Masters will go on to battle it out with Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly is the sort of fake astronaut who said he was going to be a moderate when he went into the Senate. He was going to be like a John McCain moderate, and instead he just voted lockstep with everything that Joe Biden shoved down his throat. Mark Kelly is a complete and total liar, a scam artist who is, again, an agent of the machine. He is not from Arizona. He's a complete fraud, and Mark Kelly deserves to lose that seat, and Blake Masters in the Senate will be absolutely incredible. We give Blake our full support. We are so excited for Kerry Lake as well. Karen Robinson held a 48-40 lead, but we had a late night vote dump, which gave Kerry Lake a small percentage vote lead. So the McCain machine is now officially dead. So So John McCain's machine in Arizona to elect squishy Republicans who will backstab their base on Obamacare. Remember this? Remember this with Obamacare, right? John McCain ran on repealing Obamacare and then voted to keep and save Obamacare. Such scum. Those Republicans are losing around the country, along with impeachment Republicans. So impeachment Republicans have also been losing and lost big time in Michigan. So let's bounce up to Michigan. John Gibbons defeated Pete Meijer. Pete Meijer in Michigan 3. This was a closely watched primary. And John Gibbons, who worked for Ben Carson, who is what seems like a really awesome dude. I don't know him. We'll have him on the show soon. He just crushed an impeachment Republican who voted, of course, to impeach Donald Trump. And John Gibbons got a phone call of congratulations from Donald Trump on the election eve, defeating another impeachment Republican. That's 7, so there are 10 Republicans voted to impeach Trump. 7 out of 10 have now lost their seats. 7 out of 10. And we think that many more, we think that the final 3 are also going to be done for. Here's John Gibbons getting a congratulatory phone call from Donald Trump.
That's excellent. Yes, sir. Your endorsements have a really, really good record. He really is. He absolutely is, sir.
That's something. That's great. I'll see you soon.
See you soon, sir.
I'm very proud of you. It's a great job.
Thank you,
Great
President.
job.
Thank you, sir.
Take
We
care.
appreciate it. Take care.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
So the Ultra MAGA movement is alive and well here, that for sure. You have Donald Trump gloating. He says, ran the entire board. He tweeted this. LOL, the old times. He truthed this, ran the board last night on Truth Social, and Donald Trump claiming victory in a number of races, including inside of Michigan's gubernatorial race. Tudor Dixon just, again, ran the board, complete and total destruction. Tudor Dixon is the gubernatorial candidate in Michigan who was Trump endorsed, and she will face off against Gretchen Whitmer. Big Gretch. Do you live in Michigan? Big Gretch is terrible. Just awful person. And just a lockdown lib who shoved COVID positive elderly people into nursing homes, COVID positive patients into nursing homes with elderly people. She's an awful, awful individual. She should probably be criminally tried for negligence for doing that, but she will be tried by the voters in November as she goes up against Tudor Dixon, who won walking away from it. Also in Michigan, John James. John James is a total dude. He's a veteran. I like John James a lot. I've been on the phone with John James. He's a totally rad dude. He won, and he won by a huge amount, 87% in his primary for Michigan 10. John James is going to be facing off against Democrat Carl Marlinga in November. John James will win that one. John James is going to Congress for sure. John James is an absolute hero and a totally awesome, radical dude. I like John James a lot, and I think he has a very promising career. People who don't have promising careers, Democrats in the state of Missouri. In Missouri, Eric Schmidt won his primary for U.S. Senate. Now, I'm close with Mark McCloskey. I like Mark McCloskey. He's been on my show. I like him because, you know, he's the guy who held out his AR-15 when BLM was trying to burn down his neighborhood and were smashing through his neighborhood, breaking down the fence. I like Mark McCloskey. He ran for Senate. I just like Mark's story, but I'm not from Missouri, and I'm not here to claim necessarily favorites. Eric Schmidt has been really strong on pro-life issues. Eric Schmidt won 45% to 22% for Hartzler, and Greitens got 18%. Eric Schmidt, again, getting that one walking away. Donald Trump did a little bit of a troll with Eric Schmidt and Eric Greitens, and another Eric running in the race. So Donald Trump endorsed Eric a couple of days ago. I think it was on Monday, and Donald Trump said, hey, I endorsed Eric. And nobody knew which Eric it was. It's kind of a masterclass in trolling. And so then now Donald Trump is claiming victory because and Eric won in that race. I thought that was pretty amazing. So Eric Schmidt will be heading to the Senate in Missouri, and that's great because Roy Blunt is an awful senator. Roy Blunt's a terrible person. He's a nasty person. He's a snob. He doesn't represent Missouri at all. He represents the country clubs of Virginia, and it's great to have somebody who's a huge pro-life advocate and has done a great job as Attorney General there in the state of Missouri. I'm a big fan of Eric Schmidt. I think that Eric Schmidt's going to absolutely do a wonderful job in the Senate. Now, jumping down to the state races, I thought it'd be very important to note that the state races are also important on the level of where the Republican Party is heading in Arizona. Back to Arizona, in the state races, there's a guy named Rusty Boyers. Now, this guy was the Speaker of the House, former Speaker of the House, was running for Senate because he was term limited, and this should have been an easy race to win for him, but he testified in the January 6th committee. So he went in and testified and had primetime testimony. Oh, Donald Trump's been mean to me. Donald Trump gave me a phone call and asked me to review the election. And so he lost last night to a man named Farnsworth. Again, this is getting into state level politics, but again, still very important. He got destroyed. I'll put up the election result tallies right here. This is the Rusty Boyers is the January 6th guy. He got destroyed right here by Farnsworth, and Rusty Boyers is now Boyers, whatever. This guy was a simp for Liz Cheney, crying in front of the January 6th committee, backstabbing Donald Trump, and so he is now toast. So, yeah, you could essentially say that the Trump endorsement is the most powerful endorsement in American history, probably. This is also the race in Arizona for the for the Secretary of State. And this is going to be the person who oversees the election. This candidate right here, Mark Fincham, this guy is the Trump-endorsed candidate, and he absolutely, again, as you can see, ran the tables, just absolute dominance by the America First movement and by the MAGA movement, just crushing. So that is the fight, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here for it. The impeachment Republicans are losing, the January 6th Republicans are losing, and we, the American people, are ascending.
Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears taste like ice cream. We ridicule the establishment, and we do so because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up. Please punch, subscribe, and ring the bell to let you know when we have a new video. Don't you want us to let you know when we're live? Please check out more of our videos here and sign up for our mailing list in case something happens and the plug gets pulled. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. My name is Benny Johnson, and thank you for watching. Based Patriots, stay free.